I know I can Costello. I'm just wondering why I'm getting the error and if anybody else has got it. Yeah, but poker, I think Eurocoach Sim has been talked about for at least 5 years. You want to play Fernbus and ETS2 graphics? I mean, I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is, I'm not really waiting for it. If it happens, it happens. But I have no expectation of it happening. I hope it does, but it'll be a very different gameplay. But they could reuse the graphics engine and the same map and everything like that. And just build a different game, and I'm pretty certain it would be successful. I honestly, Taladi, I think it would have to be its own game. I can't see how it would work otherwise. Like, the gameplay is just fundamentally different.
Keep right, then take the exit right.
Because I don't know how you would, Gildor. I mean, it would be weird to have a bus game inside of a game called Euro Truck Simulator 2, wouldn't it? They could basically spin off a completely different game and call it Euro Bus Simulator. The question then would be, if you bought Iberia on Euro Truck, how could you get Iberia on Euro Bus Simulator? Would you have to buy the whole thing? Or could you just share it between the two games? Or would you get a discount? Lol, Taipan. Why does the bridge have a windsock? So that the drivers of high vehicles, like truck drivers, can see if there's a strong crosswind.
Keep right, then take the exit right. Take the exit right. Turn right.
Storm Dragoon, thank you very much. Thank you for 2 months. An official airplane DLC. You see, the trouble with trying to bring a bus sim into Euro Truck is how does the economy work? Does it just take your existing economy? Or do you start off again as like a level 1 bus driver?
Go around the roundabout.
And when you go to hire
First
drivers,
exit.
are they bus drivers? Are they truck drivers? How does that work?
Keep right.
That's why I think you're better off just having a different game.
Turn right. Right turn ahead. Turn right.
Well, I mean, they've got everything they need to make a bus sim, haven't they? They've got the vehicle physics.
Straight on.
They've got articulation, so they can do bendy buses. They've got the graphics engine. They own all of that. They've got the
Turn
input
right.
stuff, the UI.
Then
Like, they've got
turn
everything
left.
they need to make a bus sim. All they need to do
Turn
is design the
left.
buses, get them
Then
licensed,
Turn right.
drop them in the game, and then build a gameplay around it. All I'm saying is, I think it would be cleaner and easier to build a separate game than to try and shoehorn a bus sim into an existing Euro Truck.
Right turn ahead. Turn right.
Well, they've got quite a few bus stops and stations in the map. What they would need to do, though, is add a lot more bus stops. Unless they take the firm bus approach and just go into
Right
city.
turn ahead. Turn right.
Which, you know, thinking about it, I guess at the scale they're working at, they kind of have to do into city.
You have reached your destination.
Where's the preview image? There it is. There we go. Yeah, hang on, Sam. You're not really you're comparing apples and oranges now. Elite Dangerous started off as a fighter trading exploring game, even when it was on the BBC Model B. It never started out as one game and then shoehorned another one in there. Mr. Oblivious, thank you very much for the host. Welcome, guys, from Oblivious's stream. Hope you had a good stream. Press the bacon button. There's a lot of flashing lights going on. There's a big hunk of metal. Kinda hoped it'd be daylight by now.
Left turn ahead. Turn left.
You love the auto-docking music in Elite. That was the waltz, wasn't it? That classical track. Yeah, the Blue Danube.
Right turn ahead. Turn right. Turn left.
It's not really a left turn, is it? Like the road's just literally going like 30 degrees to the left. Turn left. Yeah, Chris Soy did some great games.
Go straight on.
It's a shame he doesn't design them still.
Left turn ahead.
No.
Turn
The follow me
left.
car is part of the special... If you do a special delivery like this, special transport delivery, you get the follow me cars. There's one behind and one in front.
Left turn ahead. Turn left. Go around the roundabout. Third exit.
Oh, Sid Meier. Sid Meier's Civilization. Cracking game.
Keep right.
Bit like, Sid Meier was like... There was a few big game designers who really made the mark on the gaming landscape, and he was one of them. Sid Meier. Chris Soy was another. You had, what's-his-face, who did Populous. He was like king of the god games. I hope this fits under the bridge. Jeff Crammond. He was like for the racing side of things. Peter Molyneux, that was it. Peter Molyneux was the god game designer.
Keep right.
40 modern Microsoft Flight Sim is still a cracking game. It's never going to not be a cracking sim. It's just, it's going to be about 1 to 2 years before flight simmers, you know, the hardcore flight simmers, the instrument pilots, they get what they want. Yeah. It's a medium-term burn. Anybody that's angry with Microsoft Flight Sim currently is just angry with mostly the instrument flying. Yeah, that's what they want. They want study level planes. It's going to take time. But, you know, they're building out the SDK. We don't have study level planes because they haven't built the SDK out enough for the devs to make them. But when you get that, you get a very well behaved study level plane. You know, you'll see a lot of people coming back to the sim. been flying with a Hauler 2 Type N? I haven't tried a Hauler 2. It's like, it's got this fiercely complex UI, doesn't it, a Hauler? You fire it up and you're like, what the heck? Where do I even start with this thing? Well, it depends, to laddie. I mean, it depends how good you want it to look. Can't understand why Truckers MP can't activate Ghost Mode to stop trolling an ETS2 MP. Wait, I thought they had a server. I thought they had a non-collision server, which is specifically for people that don't want to be trolled. Maybe that's the arcade server, but not Pro Mods compatible. Those servers have no one in them. Really? Why is that then, Dylan? Are you saying that people don't want to drive on a non-collision server? Or is it because it doesn't have Pro Mods? Like, how... When you look at all the servers, where's the player base focused? Are they focused on the Pro Mods, the non-Pro Mods, the collision, the non-collision? Like the sim server or the arcade server? Or what are people going for? Have you tried any of the mods for Dyson Sphere or Teardown? Nope. The only mod I used for Dyson Sphere was the copy-paste mod. Simulation 1 is the most popular. And what's it like for trolling? When you played Truckers MP, even the most populated servers felt empty. It depends where you are in the world, I think. There are certain areas of the world that are always pretty busy, and then if you go out in the sticks, it gets quite quiet. They have a normal no-collision arcade server and a Pro Mod no-collision arcade server. Okay. So what's the problem then? Because somebody said, I wish Truckers MP would do a server where you wouldn't get trolled by people hitting into you. So if they've got those servers, what's the problem? You think trolling is needed to keep things balanced? Wait, what? What does that mean? World needs bad, sometimes it's needed. I don't think anybody would miss trolls on Truckers MP. I don't think having them brings any balance. If anything, it brings pain. You know, people who get trolled, it ruins their day, stops them from wanting to play anymore. Like, if you had no trolls in the game, a lot more people would play it. There are literally people who don't play because of the trolls. And then all the team that you need at Truckers MP to deal with all the trolls, where's the balance? You don't think Truckers MP admins would like to lose their power? If there were no trolls, they would have no need. Well, If they didn't have to deal with trolls, Truckers MP, the only thing they'd have to do was deal with sticking to the rules. But there's a difference between trolling and making a mistake, right? If you accidentally break the speed limit, or accidentally run a red light and hit someone, or accidentally go the wrong way down a one-way road, like, you can genuinely make mistakes. That's not trolling, that's just making a mistake. You still need admins for that. You have a feeling a big proportion of the player base is trolls, so you wouldn't get rid of them? Well, I guess what the player base is probably made up of people who are a bit more thick-skinned, because all the people who play and then get trolled and can't deal with it leave and don't come back. So what you're left with is people who just put up with it, or like you say, are actually the trolls. So, but the original assertion was you need trolls to balance things. I don't think that's true.
Take the exit right.
There's no justification for it. Making somebody else's day bad to make yours funny. There's no justification for that.
Go around the roundabout.
Around
Third
the
exit.
roundabout.
Keep right.
In Simulation 1, the major issue of people overtaking oncoming traffic. Or running red lights. Yeah, for a sim server, I find that ridiculous.
Take the exit.
In a perfect world, if you go on a sim server, then people just drive within the speed limits and obey the traffic law. But reality is people don't do that. But they don't do that in real life either. If you go out in the world, you'll see people running red lights and breaking the speed limit and overtaking dangerously. Like, if they're not going to obey the law in the real world, they're certainly not going to obey the law in Truckers MP, are they? Which is why you'll always need admins. They're not necessarily trolls, they're just people who don't want to follow the rules.
Left turn ahead.
Yeah, Biff
Turn
Gimbal, I
left.
have seen that as well. Like, I'm not interested in mods like that. Yikes. You don't get kicked out of existence by God when you run the red lights. It sounds to me like some people don't have an issue with Truckers MP admins. That's what it sounds like. Like, if you break the rules on Truckers MP and an admin kicks you, you deserved it, right? Wait, am I going right here?
Go around the roundabout. Second exit. Take the exit. You have reached your destination.
What's Satis update for, Poet? Oh, Satisfactory. Crikey. I literally no clue what you was talking about then. Satis update 4. What the earth is this? At some point, probably. Very specific about their drop-off points. MP admins are volunteers. They can't be everywhere at once. Most of the time is spent doing tickets. Well, I mean, if you want to understand what they have to deal with, become an admin and find out. Right, where are we? Okay. Let's see what we can get from the external contracts now. Navia. Well, now we get a job there, don't we? Too short, but now we get one. Use packaging. Santander. Be nice to get something into Portugal, actually. These are a bit far. I'll have to go to Santander, I think. Splats, my man. No shouty. We don't need to shout. We're a calm stream. No worries. Is the pickup point here? I think it might be. Or is it just outside? Oh, I had to change gearbox again. No. I've got no mechanic nearby and I can't teleport, I don't think, because I've got the external contract now. RIP! I don't think it'll let me teleport. Yep, it's disabled it. You scumbag. Okay. Man, I've got to drive all the way down here with the wrong gearbox. How depressing. Remind me to change my gearbox when I get there, guys. What? Wish the farming sim would get a platform like ETS so they're not a massive change every 2 years. 4D modding, that's literally how they make their money. Farm sim releases on PC every 2 years and releases on mobile in between. By bringing out a brand new game every 2 years that is an iteration of the previous one, they make loads of money.
Take the exit. Right turn ahead.
Should get sunrise soon.
Turn right.
Oh boy. Essentially, it's the same product and a new engine, just like Call of Duty, pretty much. Is Call of Duty still on the 2-year cycle? You know, it always used to be like Infinity Ward 1 year and then Treyarch the next year. Do they still do that?
Go around the roundabout. Second exit. Keep right.
Wait, what? You said keep right. You literally said keep right, so I did. No. There's a truck behind me. Get out of the way. 3 studios now. Are you serious? Why did they need 3 studios? Wait, they're on a 3-year dev cycle. I thought... I'm really confused. I thought that they'd gone the way of PUBG and it was all about the Battle Royale type thing. So if they're releasing a brand new game every year, and each studio gets 2 years to make the next one, what on earth are they putting in the game if it's just Battle Royale? Well, I don't understand how this is working anymore. Call of Duty also have the free one they made. Yeah, exactly. That's the Battle Royale one, isn't it? Warzone. So that's the free one. So what's in the non-free one? Why would you want to buy the non-free one if you can just play the free one? I guess that's my next question. People will never not buy a COD game. I stopped buying it years ago. The campaigns. I thought they'd stop doing campaigns as well. So which is better then? The free version or the paid for version? The free one is a 250 gig download. What? How? 250 gigs of what? The maps aren't even destructive. How does that work? Battlefield Bad Company 2 had amazing destructive maps and it was nowhere near that size. The free one is only Battle Royale while the full game is multiplayer, zombies and campaign. So which is most played then? Fortnite or Warzone or PUBG? Like what's the most popular Battle Royale game? Yeah, they want to make sure you don't play any other games, yeah. Yeah, I actually heard about that. Don't people with a PlayStation need to buy an external hard drive just to install it now? It literally takes up all of the space on the PlayStation. At the moment, Warzone. Yeah, I like to keep 1 terabyte just for my recycle bin, personally. That's it. Yeah, I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, but I have a 1 terabyte recycle bin. I don't like to delete things accidentally. What put me off COD? The game loop. The game loop is what put me off Call of Duty in the end. Where death is too easy. Death is cheap, is the way I could phrase it. Essentially, the game loop is run in, die, respawn, run in, die, respawn. That game loop doesn't make you a better player because it's not designed to make you a better player. It's designed to make you into more of a camper by trying to get kill streaks so that you can unlock things. I prefer a game where if you die, you either stay out of the game, stay out of the round. I mean, with Battle Royale, you're kicked out the game, right? But with Warzone, I think they brought in...
Afternoon, Paul. See, you finally found the red.
I did, Chris. They brought in the sense of reviving your teammates, didn't they? So, I mean, in a game like Siege, if you die, you're out of the round. In CSGO, if you die, you're out of the round. There's no reviving. In Hunt Showdown, if you're with somebody else and you die, your teammate can revive you, but there's then a penalty in that you permanently lose hit points, which there's only one way of getting that back. So there's a cost involved to your death. In Call of Duty, there is no cost to your death, is there? You just die, come back, die, come back. And it's that game loop that put me off. Also, I'll be honest, like, in Call of Duty, people feel a bit like a bullet sponge. In that, you know, you can point an assault rifle at somebody, and it's like, hit, and then they die. I kind of like the more armor or siege approach, where you know a couple of rounds can literally drop you, or squad, that kind of thing. Yeah, Taladi, though, I mean, that's what appealed to me about DayZ back in the day. Exactly that. There was a huge consequence to death. A huge consequence. Which made your heart pound whenever you got into a battle because you had so much to lose. Yeah? You don't get that in COD. Yeah, but nobody cares about the KD, do they, Urban? Yeah, but nobody... I used to play hardcore, Sir Bally. I used to play Search and Destroy on hardcore, but hardly anybody plays it. So you can't get a game match very easily because nobody wants to play it that difficult. Like, there aren't that many people play Search and Destroy, and Search and Destroy hardcore is even tougher to find people to play with. Rising Storm to Vietnam? No, I don't think so. Danny, thank you for 28 months. Will Pipes, thank you for 72 months. Joe, thank you for 7. Sorry I missed your resubs, guys. I apologise. Would you try Warzone? Nah. What would be essential for me to keep playing ETS2? Enjoyment? You know, as long as they keep rolling out the maps and stuff, it'll keep people playing. In the early days of Euro Truck, you didn't have all the trucks there. The trucks that were there weren't official ones. Like, there was a lot of truck mods. Now we've kind of modded all the trucks that are available. So really it's just about gameplay and map. The gameplay doesn't really change, so really it's just map. It's just places to drive now, isn't it? Really. With iterative graphics improvements. That's why you should play Tarkov. I've played Tarkov before into Deco. There's something about Tarkov that doesn't sit well with me. I think a lot of it's to do with the graphics and the player movement. There's something about it that just doesn't... It's different to other shooters in a way that isn't nice. And also, I always hear people complaining about netcode and other issues with Tarkov. I know when they did the reset back in January or December, they did a reset in Tarkov. And all the streamers were playing it, right? All the streamers who love shooters were all playing it. And then within about 2 to 3 weeks, they'd all stopped playing it. They just burn out on it completely. So it can't be that appealing. always need a new keyboard after Tarkov. Why? What do you punch your keyboard? Have you played ACC? Not a lot, no. Tarkov is only fun after a rank purge. What, the reset? Is that because people camp loads of expensive gear? Is that because you come up against people that are like super geared and you just can't get anywhere? Is that what does it? Oh, I totally miss the old Battlefields, mate. I know they're talking about Battlefield 6, but I feel like we're never going to see that golden era that we had with, you know, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, Battlefield Bad Company 2, which was an amazing game, and then Battlefield 3 and 4, and then after that it just went off a cliff. I think Boeing flight simulators have had the longest appeal of most games, haven't they? Like, a flight simulation platform is generally around for many years. I can't show you the mod scout. I can't do it without coming back to the main menu. Once EA bought DICE many years ago, that's when DICE lost its ability to make kind of independent Battlefield games that were real players' game. After that, they started to become EA games, and EA wanted to compete with Call of Duty, so they started to make it more appealing to that audience and less appealing to the Battlefield audience. $6,000 hours in Battlefield 2. Ouch. Battlefield 3 camp in the metro. Dude, the metro was broken. Camping metro with a sniper. And then when they started bringing out all these Battlefield Star Wars games, they were just awful. Hated those. Yeah, they did do a rework.
Breaker 19 for the Squirrel Keeper on the blacktop and make the diesel pure N4 him gone.
It still didn't say 10-4, Chris, did it? It still didn't say it. It went, make the diesel purge M4, I'm gone. Nice try, though. Yeah, I mean, if you like Star Wars, then Battlefront, I guess, is appealing, but again, the game loop is very spawn, die, pew, pew, spawn, die. Except, like, with Battlefront, it literally is pew, pew. I quit Battlefield 3 because it didn't have VoIP. Yeah, some of the best games of Battlefield I ever had involved a great squad. Getting a good squad used to have so much fun. Jedi Fallen Order is very good, and then again, it's not Battlefield based. Didn't really play it, to be fair. Lego Star Wars. I never played Lego Star Wars. I'm gonna get sideswiped. Did you see that? Oh my god. It drove into the side of the trailer? Hey, Deshaun. Fallen Order was good, which probably means EA will never acknowledge its existence ever again. Chicky, I've got news for you, mate. The AI doesn't have a blind spot. It doesn't have any mirrors. Remember the first CMP video on ETS? Was that the one I did with Corrales, or was that something else? I can't remember. Oh, the tutorial, right, okay. Yeah, that video is completely invalid now. Wasn't the news that Bioware got to reorganize the new Dragon Age because of Fallen Order success? Don't know. What I want to know is, when is Bethesda going to bring out a Skyrim follow-up? No, we don't want anything like Fallout. You know, Oblivion, Skyrim, just something, you know, next generation. Elder Scrolls 6 is coming.
Keep right. Then take the exit right.
I just think, like, with technology now, they could do so many cool things in a game like that.
Take the exit right.
No, exactly, Poet. I hope they learn some lessons from that.
Go around the roundabout. Third exit.
Round the roundabout. Can't even say that.
Take the exit.
Starfield is first, and it's going to take a while until it comes out. When you say a while, you were talking like 4 years. I mean, what's the Elder Scrolls 6 going to be? Is it going to be like a single-player offline game or a multiplayer MMORPG? Like, what kind of style is it?
Second exit. Keep right. Take the exit.
Hammerfall single player.
Go around the roundabout. Second exit.
Could be good then.
Take the exit.
Wow. I mean, seriously, he just drove into my trailer. I'm sorry, but that, like, that's going to cost me. That should come out of the AI, not me. Was that in his blind spot as well? Just hope with the new Mass Effect next will be out. I haven't played a Mass Effect game for a long time. You saw you was driving an Iveco? Wait, what? That's not an Iveco.